everybody. So today is January 25th, 2019, and this is my first little segment or just thoughts that I've been wanting to share. First and foremost, I know everybody's probably like, what the hell is she doing in the gym? Well, I wanted to go to the park earlier, but it got a little dark after I got all my necessities, and unfortunately, they don't make parks with lights anymore. Who knows? So, in my mind, I'm like, okay, I know I don't want to be at home, so what can I do? Or where can I go? So I didn't want to impede on anybody's space, and I kind of just wanted my own space as well, to keep my energy where it was. So I'm like, oh, go to your apartment, and we have different rooms in here, but the gym was the most comforting to me. Also, I have my little sub from Kroger's. I have yogurt. I had chips that I was supposed to wait to eat, but I got hungry on the way here. I have Smart Water that I got yesterday, and I'm just now drinking. I also have a bottle of wine. I don't know if I'm gonna drink my wine just yet, but it's here just in case. And then I have The Travelers Guide. It is a book that my dad just recently got me. My brother is reading it right now, and they both just say it's just such an amazing book. And I think it's going to help me throughout this journey, my spiritual journey that I'm going through. And I will definitely let you all know. I think I'm going to maybe do this once a week, and I can tell you about the chapters that I read, or try to, give some insight of what's going on. So, first, I want to start off just basically with my feelings from this past week, but I think I'll catch you up a little bit on the background of my life and my plan as well. So, just graduated in December. Throughout these past, it's been about a good 4, 5, rough, but making it years. So between school, relationships, work, just everyday life struggles, maybe I'll present those things to you when I'm ready, as far as things that I have been through, certain things that I've conquered. But it's been real. This past weekend, something in my eye. This past weekend, I got a job. I won't necessarily say why, just for, different purposes. But I was really happy and content, because a lot of things in my life were kind of going downhill. Like after graduation, I didn't have a job. I was deciding whether or not I was going to move back home, or if I was going to stay, all types of things. So I got into an atmosphere within myself, within my mind, within my peace, and I actually started going to go see a counselor as well. And it's a first time for everybody. So I will say, for those who are struggling with the feelings of whether or not you want to go, or just whatever, I would definitely say do it, because it's a different situation. Like it feels different to talk to somebody that you don't know, and somebody who can't really judge you but can also put their 2 cents in. And if anybody's wondering, I don't know if I'll share that information yet with who I'm going to go see, but she's amazing. So maybe future combos, we'll talk about it. But I have really been feeling some type of way. I have been very indecisive with whether or not I was going to go home, or if I was going to stay, or what I was going to do with my life in general. Very in a depressed state. However, over these past couple weeks, I went to church one week as well, and I will say I'm definitely more of a spiritual person than religious. However, it never hurts to get your word, and that's for anybody. If you're in need of some word, or some motivation, or for some advice, I feel like church is the way to go to, especially if you know of a good church. So I was able to get some good word. I actually came across some, the word actually helped me with some thoughts that I have been having in my head lately, as far as relationships and everything. So me and the boyfriend that I had a little over 3 years, we were friends first. We are no longer together. We don't live together anymore either. And, I just decided that I needed a change in my life. So it was for the better. I have already, after a week or so, not even, already have forgiven. I have already, just basically accepted the new changes in my life as far as the relationship, and I'm very okay with that. And I've even realized that I'm okay to be his friend too, and literally just friends, like no strings attached. So that has been a change for me, as well as with a new job. So going back, this past week, I received a new job, and once again, won't disclose where, but in the beginning it was pretty good. Now mind you, like I said, I've been kind of on this spiritual journey, trying to find myself, trying to come to realizations and looking for answers pretty much. And I knew, because I had worked at a nightclub before, I knew what type of, the way that I wanted to come in. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, high and by is good. You're not there to make friends, whatever. But at the same time, you don't want people to get a bad vibe from you as well. Although that's not really something I was interested in. More so just making my money and keeping it going. So the first night was good. I trained, or first night we had a meeting. I got the job right on the spot. We had a meeting. The second night was training. Third night I was on the floor, and everything pretty much went really well. But there was a few times, twice, that I had some disagreements with two different girls, and to me it was more so just you're new, and you have to respect the fact that you're new and just let stuff be. And certain things I'm okay with that. Like I let a bunch of little sly comments ride. I let people say or do whatever they feel pretty much. But I knew or not, and this was something that I expressed too. There is a certain way that you treat people, and eventually the two situations that happened, I was just not okay with. So I spoke up, and it turned into something that it did not need to be. However, I am, at this point, I'm okay with that, because I felt like it was my place, and it was a necessity to go in and to speak up about how I am. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not assertive, not mean, not anything. And like I said, I let little things slide, little comments, little funny things slide. But at that point, it's like, if I don't set a tone for myself now, then eventually, it's still going to be that same thing, or not even that same thing, but eventually when, y'all do get to know me, or, we have another situation in the past, it's like, who is this girl? Where did this girl come from? Or da-da-da-da. So no, I didn't want that. I wanted to set a tone for my setting already. And like I said, not a bad tone, but more so like a tone like, y'all are cool. I'm a cool person. Just, I don't like to be bullied. And I wouldn't expect the things that was happening to me. I wouldn't expect, and I wouldn't allow anybody else to do either. So as of today, maybe this is about a week. Yeah, this is a week since I got the job. I was like randomly fired. I don't know why. I don't know what day the owner decided to let me go, but he let me go. So I'm no longer there. And I was very emotional today because, like I said, over the past 5 years or so, and especially within these past couple months, I have experienced a lot, and I have been very, very emotional. So it had taken me to a place again today, because I was becoming to be okay again. I was in that space saying, you know what, everything is fine. I got this new job. Everything is getting ready to prosper, and just to be let go like that, I just didn't, I didn't really know what to do. But I'm okay, and I had to remind myself that I was okay, because after it happened and after I reached out and I realized, like, that's it, my light had become dim, and I found myself like just laying on my couch dead pretty much for like a good half hour. And anybody who knows me, it's so weird because I have this huge room, this huge bed, and I never occupy my bedroom. Like I could be on FaceTime with somebody, they're like, why are you in your living room and not in your bedroom? All the time. So I found myself just laying on the couch and dead with emotion. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna allow this to come over me. Like I'm not. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get up. Maybe I just, need to get out the house. So I got in the shower, got out the house, and I just felt like a difference. And it takes that to tell yourself like, no, you're not gonna be upset. You're not gonna be angry. You're not gonna allow that to affect your spirit and who you are and who you know that you're becoming. Like right now, I'm in such a space of good energy, positivity, and peace specifically. And I want to read you all this verse or this the quote. It's in my journal. Hold on. Okay, so it is from Psalms chapter 34, verse 14, and it says, "Depart from evil, do good, seek peace, and pursue it." And that's a scripture that really got to me because throughout the day, rather today, I was trying to find something to really rub my soul and really, give me that motivation, that push to say, okay, get up, go do what you have to do. So when I read that, especially the seek peace and pursue it, I'm like, yes, this is it. And it was something that I had came across prior to before. It's actually a Instagram quote on a picture that's maybe about 2 or 3 years old. So that'll just tell you, how long I've been trying to find myself and how long I've been enduring this journey. And seek peace and pursue it. To me, that means finding yourself, finding exactly what your joy is, what's going to make you happy, what's going to continue to uplift you, continue to bring that positivity and that, those things into your life. So when you seek it, you find. When you pursue it, you do. And to let go of evil and do good. I feel like in order for you to even endure the second process, the seek peace and pursue it, you have to let go of that evil and do good. So you have to get rid of any toxicity. I hate that word. Any toxic things, any negative things, any bad vibes, bad spirits, even if that means, going through your home and praying over your home, praying over your energy, praying over your space. In order to seek peace and pursue it, you have to let go of anything bad. And by letting go of anything bad, you can do good and you can seek peace and you can seek good. So once you are able to let go of whatever is weighing you down and whatever is not good for your soul, and believe me, because I knew, and it's something that just clicks to you, whether it's God, if you're a religious or a spiritual person, or just one of those feelings of overwhelmed and things like that I was getting. When it's time to let go of something, when something isn't right for you, and when it's time. So when you're able to do what you're being asked to do, which is letting go and finding your spirit, finding yourself, the second part is not difficult. And that's what I learned today. So over these past couple of years, I have been learning how to let go and to give what I would like to receive, and to block any negativity, and only seek for that peace and only seek for that positivity. And because I have done that, and I'm in a place where I know that I have done that, and I'm in a place where I will no longer, not can, but I will no longer allow any negative spirits, any negative energy, just anything negative, anything bad for me, anything evil, because I have overcome that, and I am in a place now where I know that I don't have to deal with that, and I know at the end of the day, God is going to deliver exactly what I'm asking Him to do. I can follow the next prompt, and that is to seek peace and pursue it. So right now, I'm seeking peace. That's what I have been asking for. That's what I have been asking God, however, to put me in a place of peace, prosperity, positivity. And today I was talking to my brother, and I was telling him exactly what was going on, and what was going on with the job, because he asked me how it was, and I told him, and he was like, well, to me, he was like, I understand your frustration, because at the end of the day, we're still grown, but I understand your frustration. However, why is that a place that you would even want to be? He said, so I get why you're upset, but think of it in a different manner. Why would you want to be surrounded by that type of energy? Why would you want to be surrounded by people who you feel like you don't want to go in and really speak to? You just high and by is okay and content with you. He said, why wouldn't you want to be happy? Why wouldn't you have to worry about somebody saying this and somebody doing that and yada, yada, yada? He said, that's not the type of environment that you should be in the first place. So yes, you're upset, and I get that you're upset, because it's all these other things that weigh on me not being able to get my money. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm going to be okay. And because he, that was a clear message for me from him, and me just automatically, like I said, in that space of good energy, good vibes, letting go of that ego. Today was my seek peace. Like, you got this. And I just realized that once you really find that space, and once you know that this is exactly what you want, that's why I say it's such an easy journey. I'm not saying that everything's going to be easy, because it's not. I'm in a place right now. I'm trying to figure out what my next move is. But it's easy because you are okay. Like, I am okay. And I know that whatever's next is going to be good for me and good for my spirit, whether or not I make some decisions that I need to make soon, or whether or not God presents an opportunity for me doing something else, or in a career that I would like to be in. Everything is going to be okay. So now that I'm at the seek peace and pursue it, I told you I've been seeking this peace. Now pursue it. And that's where the message from my brother came in at. Pursue it. Why would I want to be in that type of environment? Why would I want to be in that place where I have to set my standards, and I have to give the tone of my environment and of myself, and let people know what I'm willing to take and what I'm not willing to take? Why do I have to do that? For one, we're in a job. We're in a space where everybody's main focus, it should be at least, is to go in, make some money, have a good night, and leave peacefully, leave happy, leave with some dollars in your pocket. Why would I want to be in that space? So for me, it wasn't, I just lost my job at this point. For me, I'm pursuing my peace. God is closing doors and opening doors every single day for me to be happy, and for me to say, you know what, I have found that peace. You know what, I know what I want to do. You know what, I know this is what you're telling me that's next. I know you're telling me that this is good, this is bad, this is, just everything in general, whatever message you take from it. But I just wanted to leave that here with you all, just because, like I said, over these past 5 years or so, it has been very difficult, very, very, very difficult for me, as far as trying to find myself, trying to continue to live for the reason that I'm supposed to be here, and just a lot of other things, just trying to find and trying to get on my path, and learning my journey, learning what my gifts are and things like that. So once again, over these past couple years, I have realized what I would like. I have realized what my journey is, what my calling is, and now it's just a matter of seeking and pursuing. I blocked the evil. I disconnected the evil. I'm believing that I'm starting to do good. I know that I'm doing good. I won't even say I believe. I know that I'm doing good, and now I'm seeking and pursuing. So If there's any message that I can give to you all is to take what I said and use that to your advantage. Just because, like I said, 2-3 years ago, seek and pursue it. Psalms 34:14 was a quote that I put on a picture 2-3 years ago on Instagram, and now to say, these years later, these following years later, I'm taking that entire verse and I'm using it in accordance to my life. Something, that's not even the same things. It's not happening now that was happening then. So I encourage you to, one, not only find yourself, find your journey and find your beat, but to let go of anything that is not right. And like I said, if that means letting go of relationships, letting go of a job, just if you have to do something in your life to help you, whether or not that's cutting your hair, changing your wardrobe, rearranging your home, praying over your home, just anything, I encourage you to take that advice. Psalms chapter 34, verse 14. Let go of the evil, do good, seek peace, and pursue it. Thank you.